Which is the best special Porsche 911? Is it the GT3 RS or is it the ST? Well, I'm going to find out by taking them on an epic road trip to Wales. Joining me on this 500-mile adventure will be racing driver Sam.
He'd never pull out leaving a gap for me, would he?
We will compare the cars on a wide variety of roads, but it won't all be plain sailing, as a problem with my 3RS puts the whole trip in jeopardy. Oh man, oh. By the end of the video, we will have to decide which of these two brilliant 911s is the best. I want you to run and get into the car you would rather have. 3, 2, 1, go. And to ensure the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth is told, I will even take a lie detector test.
You're not going to try to cheat on this, Matt, are you?
No. Right, off we go. We've got an epic journey ahead of us. I'm starting off in my car just to get familiar with it again. Use it as the benchmark. So while I'm tootling around, I've got the car in auto mode, but actually I'm going to put it in manual because it's just more engaging, even when you're just going really slowly. Having a little click of these paddles is so much fun. It's bizarre how much fun it actually is. I pulled over because I want to have a go in the ST, so I'm going to jump out the 3RS. I'm now going to take the keys to this because I need to experience this when driving on boring roads and on the motorway and round town, because Sam's had a go at that. And are you looking forward to moving into the 3RS now?
Yeah, it's been actually good fun. I was a bit wrong about the manual. It has been fun, but I want paddles.
He wants paddles! Okay, here we are then, ST. Foot on clutch. Oh, what happened there? Oh, the start button sometimes springs back on you and it turns it off. There we go. Oh, almost stalled it there. Oh.
He'd never pull out leaving a gap for me, would he?
Finally, we come to some good roads, so time to have some fun. Oh, oh wow, whoa, whoa! First thing there, that was sketch. The camber changed there to like to the verge, and this car just followed the camber. The steering's like really natural, like when it's smooth. But sometimes when you're accelerating and then you're pulling a gear, you're one-handed and it's tramlining and it's just a bit like, ah! Feels like a wild ride. Definitely a wild ride, this thing. Right, that was quite a lot of fun. Now I want to compare the 3RS on this road to the ST, so I'm going to jump back into my car and see how it performs. It's quite funny just swapping between the two and comparing them. Because I'm right, yeah, this definitely just seems a little bit more precise. It doesn't tramline so much. It's a little bit more bouncy than the ST, but not badly. Steering also feels a bit more responsive. This car has rear axle steering though, whereas the ST doesn't. It feels less of a handful. It's mad, isn't it, when you think about it? The 3RS feels less of a handful than the ST. I just thought I'd interrupt this video to give you a real life update. So I'm heading off on holiday with the family. Yeah. Look, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't packed them. Anyway, I've decided to take my old Porsche Cayenne because it's big and we can fit a load of stuff in it, like bikes and things like that. Probably should have taken the brand new Audi RS7 because I've got a check oil warning light pop up on the dash. I haven't actually got that far, and yeah, I probably should have checked the oil before I left, but I didn't because we're only driving for 2 hours. I'm going to want to put the right oil in this car, Mobil 1, that's what Porsche recommends. But I've got an impatient child in the car with me. I have Joe, who's not very happy that I've taken this car now. It's got a problem. So I need to just get the right oil.
Red car.
Yeah, there's a red car there. And so what I'm going to do is, I know I'm driving past GSF car parts outlet, so I'm going to go onto their website, gsfcarparts.com, see if they've got the right oil for my car, and then I'm going to click and collect a couple of litre bottles just so I can top it up. This is actually happening right now. Obviously I go everywhere with the camera, it's just the nature of the beast, and you know, every downside with an old car is a bit of content, so this is an opportunist moment for me to do this sponsored segment for this video. So there we go, I've got click and collect. I can go get it now. It's on the way. I'm gonna go get the oil. I'm gonna top it up. It's gonna be all right. Look. I think I might be in trouble. Oh, there's the fault noise. Did you hear it? Beep. Right, here we are. I've ordered some Mobil 1 oil.
Yeah, I've got it here for you.
Okay.
Just going to grab it for you.
Okay, brilliant. Would you mind helping us, like... Yeah, thanks. I'm definitely going to be in so much trouble. Got two, you know, one for backup. Do you know what, though? I've been an absolute moron. Shall I tell you why? Basically, right, if you need some bits for your car, what you should do is click on the pop-out banner up there or follow the link in the description of this video or the pinned comment, right, to take you directly to gsfcarparts.com and use the code MW25 for 25% off, which I've just totally forgotten to do because I'm just in a mad panic. So I'm going to get and top up the oil now. So I'm going to go top it up and hopefully we're going to get on our way. So thanks for saving the day, GSF Car Parts. Don't forget to use that code MW25. Right, let's get on with the video with some new cars that are far less hassle. Oh, actually, they are just as much hassle. I've just noticed a bit of a problem with the GT3 RS. So have a look at this on the windscreen. A massive crack. Look at that. That is awful. Awful, 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 awful. So bizarre. I don't know how it happened. I was driving along and then I saw it and I didn't notice like an impact from a stone or something. And have a look, go in tight and you'll see, I can't really see like an obvious chip point. I mean, that isn't really an obvious chip point. And like, I really, really can't see anywhere along there that is the clear culprit. Oh man, oh, I'm gonna need a new windscreen. I'm just worried that it might spread during our trip. I'm back in the ST and I've timed it badly because we're back in traffic. Everyone looks at the 3RS, look. There we go, look at them. Everyone likes to take a photo of the 3RS. Don't forget this one, look, the ST. Oh yeah. Must say that thing looks amazing though. Like when you just catch sight of it down the side, it's so cool. So this is Tim and Katrina. So Tim, where are you from?
It's a bit complicated, but used to live in Herefordshire, live in San Diego, Finnish, Belgian background.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't sound either American or like you're from Hereford.
I love cars and watch your videos on YouTube.
And here we are in some obscure little Welsh village and didn't expect to see us rock up in these two Porsches.
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I saw the car and then I saw you and I thought, I know this guy from somewhere.
So I've got to ask you, out of these two cars, the ST, this one here, or that GT3 RS, which do you prefer and which do you prefer?
Actually, maybe this one.
You prefer the ST?
Yeah.
Why do you prefer the ST?
I don't know, I kind of like the classic look without the wing.
Katrina, which one would you prefer?
That one.
The 3RS?
Yeah.
Yes!
More my speed.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Dad, get out of the way. All right. It's the start of a new day, weather's looking great, but I think it's only fitting to begin with a cold start. Give it a few revs. That's the ST done. Now, the RS. And that's the 3RS done. They sound exactly the same, surprise, surprise, because they have exactly the same engine. I'll tell you what's interesting. So, I've decided to start the day in the GT3 RS. Why? We're heading out into some glorious roads. They're completely empty. I thought I'd end up in the ST first thing, because that'd be the one I wanted to drive most, but actually, I've chosen this. I thought it'd be good to pull over and just like talk through some of the design on these cars. So obviously the 3RS with its vents and stuff like that just looks absolutely menacing. Now, my particular car has the top of the range headlights, which have matrix LEDs. For some reason, they didn't fit. Those are the Porsche press car ST, madness. Obviously all these vents and stuff. It makes this car look so much wider, but at the door mirrors, both these cars are the same. It's just over 2 meters with the door mirrors folded. So when you're talking about like the body, this car is only like 5 centimeters wider overall, but it looks so much bigger than the ST with its narrow body design. I mean, I'm loving all the vents on this and these cutaways here. Obviously you have this on the ST and the carbon fibre doors, which are very hard to shut properly. Everyone does this, look, everyone does this. Like, you've done that quite a lot, haven't you, Sam?
All day.
All day. And in both cars, because they both have carbon fibre doors. Moving on to the ST, got to say, looking in my rear view mirror when I'm driving along in the GT3 RS, this looks beautiful. I actually prefer it, I think, from the front than the 3 RS. It just looks prettier in the rear view mirror. Well, it has like these strakes down the side. It doesn't have them at the rear. There's something about the rear 3/4 of the 3 RS. It just looks mad. I mean, this is pretty though, it's pretty. But here's the bit you don't like, and I agree with Sam on this. You hate this, don't you, Sam?
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous.
That looks rubbish. That's all right, but I'm not sure about the colour.
Yeah, and I hate...
Is that wonky? I don't like the way it's wonky either. I mean, it's supposed to be like, but that's wonky. This is one thing that I really love about the ST. Yeah, what is it? Guess what it is, Sam? Come on, you know. What is it? What is it?
What you love about the ST?
The boot. The boot. Look, where is all our stuff? All our stuff is here. It's all here.
And seeing if we've just been on a couple's holiday, it's important that you get along and you can kind of manage your luggage.
Because this is the big problem that I have with the 3 RS. You know, if you're going on a long road trip, look, yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it, Sam? Because what you have to do is you either go alone and have no friends, or you have to squeeze the luggage somehow, look, in there, like between the little gaps in the roll cage. It's a bit weird that that has a roll cage though. That'd be awesome with rear seats. The ST is one of 1963, because 1963 was when the 911 was first introduced. So it's rare, this car, it's rare. Porsche classic interior, I mean, look at it. It's so, so pretty, isn't it? Absolutely love it. What do you think of the inside of mine? Did I spec it right? It's functional.
Yeah, it's like,
kind of...
it's like a race car.
So which interior do you prefer?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that old
The
ST all
ST.
day long.
Yeah, me. Let's have a crack update. How's your crack?
It's tired.
Yeah. So my crack hasn't spread anymore. Is it as big as your crack?
My crack doesn't spread very much, but I think it's bigger initially.
And being Irish, you like a crack, don't you?
We've great crack.
Look, it's kind of curled around that when it's given up, it's run out of steam. Oh, it's annoying though. Oh well, love the car so much. It's fine. It's because it's a lightweight windscreen. This is getting weird. Let's move on. It's good to be back in this. Really does add to the involvement, just having the gears, but it's harder to go quicker. But really, I mean, how quick do you need to go on the public road? And that's the point of this car. I'm really loving this again. I think it is a case of whichever one you're in. It definitely doesn't feel quite as responsive or as just tied down or as grippy as that 3 RS. I mean, Sam's just disappearing into the distance ahead of me. This section of road is awesome. Really working the gears and appreciating something about this ST that you don't get so much in the 3 RS, and that is a slight loss in traction when you're exiting the bends, which actually does add to the fun factor. Am I swinging back the other way? I think I might be swinging back the other way after all that chat about the 3 RS. This is so good. Oh, I'm loving it. Oh my goodness. I'm back to being blooming undecided now. Right, we're going to do our verdict. Okay, so the way this is going to work, Sam,
Go ahead.
is, right, what I want you to do, right, is think about which of these cars you would rather have, right? So just listen to me, this is the plan. So forget about like taking them on track. Imagine you're never going to take it on track, because if you're going to take it on track regularly, you're going to have the 3 RS, right? If you're thinking about investments and stuff like that, or you know, you don't like cars with wings, then you're always going to have the ST, right? Yeah. So take that out of the equation. Based on this road trip, right, don't tell me yet, which car did you enjoy or get the most pleasure from overall? And if you're going to do the same road trip next week, but you can only take one car, which car would that car be? Okay, so that's what I'd like to know. And what we're going to do, I'm going to count in 3, 2, 1, go. And when I say go, I want you to run and get into the car you would rather have, and I'll do the same. Okay?
Yeah, go for it.
3, 2, 1, go. Okay, that is surprising. I totally didn't imagine that. I thought you were going to say this car.
So, it's been a long drive back, hasn't it? And I've really been stressing about this In my head, it was always the RS, but...
In a world of evolution and cars changing,
this is the last hurrah. I learned as a racing driver with a manual gearbox to heel and toe and all those skills. I learned as a racing driver in low grip, high powered cars. That's got aero and it's planted and it does everything for you and it's beautiful and it can do an incredible lap time and I enjoy that.
but the pure pleasure of having to eke every little bit out of it as a human being, more than the car, it has to be this for me.
So if you were going on that road trip again next week, you're taking that.
Yeah, I would take this.
And I would take this. You joined me a few days later after the twin test, and I've got something special going on here. This is a chap called Jason Hubble from Lie Detectors UK.
Hello.
So Jason is actually fitting a lie detector test to my car. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to know whether I'm lying to myself about thinking I prefer the GT3 RS over the ST. Am I saying that just because I own this car? So Jason's going to ask me some questions about the GT3 RS and the ST, and we'll find out whether I'm telling the truth or not. Okay, so I'm all hooked up to the polygraph. I've got some sensors on me. So Jason, can you explain what they do?
Yes, Matt. These measure sweat gland activity. When you lie, your body will rev up your parasympathetic nervous system. The sensor here measures blood flow. Got some sensors on your body here measuring upper body movement. Got a blood pressure cuff here. You're sitting on a movement sensor because we're going to ask you to stay still, Matt. Just relax. And Matt, tell the truth.
Okay.
All right, it's simple. Yep. Are you nervous?
A bit nervous.
Good. If you weren't nervous, I'd be concerned.
Okay.
Okay. You're not going to try to cheat on this, Matt, are you?
No.
Good. Have you ever stolen anything from a car manufacturer?
No.
Ooh, what have you stolen, Matt, from a car manufacturer?
Why do you think I've stolen something? What are you seeing on your screen?
Seeing a bit of a reaction, Matt. Seeing a bit of a deceptive reaction. Not a big reaction.
Okay.
I don't think you've stolen anything like a car.
No. I might have in the past removed a leatherette key fob from a Bentley that I was lent and put it on my Suzuki Jimny.
Okay. So we don't mean, if it's Bentley, it's not going to be leatherette, Matt, is it? It's going to be leather.
Leather, it was real leather. Sorry,
Okay.
Bentley, you can have it
Okay.
back if you want, but it was years and years ago.
Do you think the GT3 RS looks the best?
Yes.
Yes, you do, Matt. I'm not seeing any reactions on that. Well done. You're telling the truth. Do you think the interior of the ST is better?
Yes. I prefer the Porsche Classic interior that you can get on the ST.
Yes, you do. You're telling the truth. Well, I'm not sure about brown leather, though, Matt. Personal taste, isn't it?
I'm not lying,
Personal
though.
Taste.
I'm not lying.
No, you're not lying. You like brown leather interiors. Do you think you can drive a GT3 RS on the road faster than an ST?
Yes.
Yes, you genuinely do. Keep your head on ice forward for me, Matt. Just relax. I'm going to ask another question for you. Let your body get back to normal. Just relax for me. Did you prefer to drive the GT3 RS on the road trip?
Yes.
Ooh, Matt, I'm seeing a bit of a reaction there, a little bit of a spike when we ask you that question. I think you're telling lies there. I think you preferred the ST.
That's really...
Is there a reason?
I don't know. I generally spent more time in the 3RS and I got to choose which one I wanted to go on.
Okay.
I thought I preferred it because it was more capable and I got thrills from that.
Right, okay.
But maybe I'm lying to myself because this is my car and I don't want to admit the fact that I slightly preferred the ST.
What would you prefer to drive on a B road? What would you have more fun in?
This. I did.
So every time I ask you, it's
I'm in denial!
It's the ST. Which car would you rather own?
I'd rather own the ST.
Absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, Matt. I'm not seeing any reactions from you. You'd rather own the ST. I think you need to call your Porsche dealer, Matt.
Yeah, probably. Anyway, I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, give it a like. If you'd like to watch some other videos, click on the video windows. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon to turn your notifications on. That way you won't miss my next upload. Thanks for watching.